2020 May 7. Daily Bread Passage. Luke chapter 12 verse 35–48. Key verse. Verse 40. Title: The Son of Man will come. Bible passage. Be dressed ready for service and keep your lamps burning. Like servants waiting for their master to return from a wedding banquet, so that when he comes and knocks they can immediately open the door for him. It will be good for those servants whose master finds them watching when he comes. Truly I tell you, he will dress himself to serve, will have them recline at the table and will come and wait on them. It will be good for those servants whose master finds them ready, even if he comes in the middle of the night or toward daybreak. But understand this, if the owner of the house had known at what hour the thief was coming, he would not have let his house be broken into. You also must be ready, because the Son of Man will come at an hour when you do not expect him. Peter asked, Lord, are you telling this parable to us, or to everyone? The Lord answered, Who then is the faithful and wise manager, whom the master puts in charge of his servants to give them their food allowance at the proper time? It will be good for that servant whom the master finds doing so when he returns. Truly I tell you, he will put him in charge of all his possessions. But suppose the servant says to himself, My master is taking a long time in coming, and he then begins to beat the other servants, both men and women, and to eat and drink and get drunk. The master of that servant will come on a day when he does not expect him and at an hour he is not aware of. He will cut him to pieces and assign him a place with the unbelievers. The servant who knows the master's will and does not get ready or does not do what the master wants will be beaten with many blows. But the one who does not know and does things deserving punishment will be beaten with few blows. From everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded, and from the one who has been entrusted with much, much more will be asked. Daily Bread Message. 1. Be ready. In his teaching, Jesus uses many action words like be ready, watch, wait. In fact, in these few verses, Jesus tells his disciples to be ready 3 times. What does Jesus mean? Just as a servant can never tell when his master will return home, so we can never tell when Jesus will come again. Therefore, just as the servant should always be ready for his master's return and ready to serve him, we, too, should watch and wait for Jesus' return so that we will be ready when he comes. We don't know when Jesus will return, maybe it will be later this day, be ready. 2. The faithful and wise manager. Peter asked Jesus, does this apply just to us, or to everyone? Our first question when faced with Jesus' words should be, how can I apply them to my own life? We can't encourage others to live by the gospel if we ourselves don't. We should be diligent in doing the work God gives us to do. We don't know when he will return. If we are caught acting selfishly and wickedly, there will be trouble. We will be held accountable for what we do and what we are given. Prayer. Lord, help me to focus my heart and mind on you and what you give me to do. Help me to be a ready and wise servant every day. One word. Be ready.